With the recent release of the Marvel Studios' The Reign of the MCU book, there's been a lot of info that's been coming at us. And there is some stuff out there that's now made its way online that's making its rounds, and it relates to the future of Captain Marvel, specifically Brie Larson, and that allegedly she wants out of the role after all the backlash. Warning, this will probably turn into a rant by the end of this video. But yeah, that book has a lot of interesting info. Some stuff that we've known for a while, just adding more context on top of it. The other stuff, somewhat new and stuff that's been rumored. And from what we're seeing now, there is some stuff that's coming out of it that's related to Brie Larson, specifically her taking on the Captain Marvel role and how that was handled. And more or less, what we find out is that during the production of the last couple of films she was in, she was voicing her concern about everything that's constantly said about her, how anywhere she goes, it's constantly bashing, it's people being disrespectful, it's headlines constantly about her doing this or that, accusing her of things she never said, never did, never once was involved with. It's just lies. And if you follow many of these, you're going to see that the source of it links to a website that's linking back to the video, and it's just a perpetual, wow, these people are misquoting or just making things up. And the book said that she essentially just became kind of disillusioned with the role, and that it might just be time to move along, and it's the best for everybody. Now, again, I understand some people don't like her as Captain Marvel, especially in her first few appearances, because she had to play more or less a just stern soldier. And then the things she said that were taken out of context or misquoted or using a part of a quote to form a narrative, and people don't want to do the research or even look into that themselves. They just kind of pile on the, well, this guy said it, so it must be true. All sort of contributed to this type of scenario we're at now. Now, again, I think it's really sad that this is the case. Like, if you don't like her, then just don't watch the thing. Don't talk much about it. You know, if you're such a big fan of Captain Marvel, then why are you constantly just talking about it negatively? And these people aren't going to change. If they recast her, they're just going to hate the new person. If they get exactly what they want, they're just going to still hate it. And that's been proven. I mean, just look at the whole Star Wars thing. Look at what happened with The Rise of Skywalker. She needs to be somebody's daughter or granddaughter or something. She needs to be explained in terms of powers and why she's so powerful. Okay, she's a Palpatine. No, we don't want that. She should have been a Kenobi. You would have hated that as well. Let's be real. It is what it is. If it does mean she's leaving, it's unfortunate. She's been scared off by a bunch of lonely basement virgins, but at this point, it's her choice, and honestly, what else is she gonna do? At least she won't have this lonely, pathetic, sweaty cloud following her, literally dissecting anything she says and taking it out of context and trying to frame it as something that says men bad. It's just absolutely insane. But hey, if that's her choice, unfortunate, because I think she's good as Captain Marvel. But, you know, sometimes I guess her mental health and livelihood is probably better than being in a franchise where a bunch of very vocal, toxic people don't want her there. And we'll see what happens.